Sunday football, you know what time it is. Pick six. I got roughed up last week. It was pretty bad. Losing record. Picked some tough games. Had some upsets like the Titans versus Bills, but I think the Titans played out of their mind and handled the game and stayed physical with the Bills. So that upset didn't bother me as much. But I definitely got to get on the road this week. It was some hard games to pick this week. Some bad teams versus some good teams, but I had to put them in here. Pick six. Here we go. Your first game. We're gonna go with Chiefs versus Titans. We know how I feel about the Chiefs defense. They had 1 week of solid defense, but they was playing the Washington football team. It's hard to count that. You're going against a running game and the best running back in the game, Henry. I still don't trust Tannehill. It's not like Tannehill threw it all over the field last week. With that running game, he definitely should have open pass, but he played better. And he's playing a bad defense today. So I do think Tannehill, you know, does get on a little roll here against the Chiefs defense, but I just don't trust it. I just don't trust Tannehill. Julio is back, I believe, and I saw that A.J. Brown is going to be back. So you're definitely going to have your best two weapons, not to mention that monster in the back. So Tannehill should have some easier throws today. Let's see if he can make it. The game is in Titans stadium, so the Kansas City Chiefs need this win. And with that being said, I think the Titans are gonna have to put up some points because the Chiefs are gonna come off of that win versus the football team, and I believe that offense is gonna be on fire. You got Mahomes, man. Mahomes is a walking turnover right now. He says every game that he's gonna get better, he's gonna fix it. We gotta see. We definitely gotta see that today, and I think he does. I don't think he gives as many turnovers a day. He might throw a pick because that just seems like what Mahomes is doing right now. The Chiefs defense gets enough stops. Chiefs need this win a lot. Like the Chiefs need this win today, and I think they squeak out one. I'm going to go with the Chiefs 31-28. The Titans win this game, though. The Titans are definitely leading their division, and they got a stranglehold on it. So we shall see. But I'm going with Chiefs 31-28. Your next game I'm going with is Bengals versus Ravens. I know, no Steelers football, so I had to put some AFC North football in here. Physical game. We know what AFC North brings. It's two physical teams. Ravens right now are running away with the division, and the Bengals are a team that has improved, has beat the Steelers this year, and definitely is second in the division and showing teams that their offense is explosive at times. Jamar Chase said, "Watch this. Preseason doesn't mean regular season. I'm catching everything that comes my way." And Joe Burrow, hey man, young quarterback that we're gonna get to watch for years. If he stays healthy, looks like the knee is back healthy, and they just look like a solid team. The defense flies around, and again, they're physical. But with that being said, the Ravens are playing like their hair is on fire. They lost all that in the preseason and didn't change anything. All they did was kept plugging in, and that's what you got to do when you have injuries. It's next man up mentality over there, and the Ravens are looking almost unstoppable. Their defense is starting to step up, and Lamar should be in the MVP race, if you ask me. He is playing amazing. He's throwing the ball and he's running the ball. He is putting that team on his back and saying, let me carry you guys. And staying healthy for the most part, having some nicks and bruises here and there, but every Sunday, Monday, he's showing up and saying, I'm one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. So you should respect that. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say the Ravens get a win close. I think it's a battle. AFC North football, physical. And I think they get a close one. I'm going with the same score as I did with the Chiefs and Titans Ravens way. Ravens 31, Bengals 28. Next game. Next game is, I just picked this game because, Stafford and Goff got traded for each other. It's in Los Angeles, so it's hard to talk about it. We know what the lines are. Terrible. We know what Goff is. Bad. And with that being said, I just don't see what the lines do. If they don't cause some turnovers early and get some big splash plays, this gets ugly early. And it gets ugly often. It's no one in the world that can guard Cooper Kupp right now. This guy is running routes like whenever he wants to, however he wants to, and catching everything he wants to. With that being said, I think Stafford shows Detroit, if you'd have wrapped a team around me, this is what I would have done for Detroit. I think he has a field day today. And Sean McVay, we know what kind of coach he is. He's going to show off that offense. And he's probably going to let Stafford really, really show off his arm today. I looked for this game to get very ugly. And when I say very ugly, I'm talking about Medusa-like ugly. We got the Lions 13. I got the Rams anywhere 38 plus points today. I think it gets crazy. And maybe Stafford again sits down in the fourth quarter. We shall see. For me, I hope not, because I got Stafford on my fantasy today. How you guys fantasy looking, by the way? Leave a comment. But yeah, man, I got this game getting out of hand quickly. Let's move on. Eagles versus Raiders. I think this game is going to be closer than people think. I like Hurts, man. He still got some things to prove, but I think he makes enough plays today to keep him in it. I do need the Eagles to run the ball at least 20 times. Like, my goodness, there's nothing wrong with handing it off to Miles Sanders. I think Miles Sanders is a top 10, 15 back in the league. Like, give him the rock. But it seems like some games they just want to prove that Hurts is not the quarterback they want, so they make him throw it 40 times. I don't think that's the game plan. It definitely, when you're going against a team like the Raiders air attack, right now Carr is saying, hey, do not forget about me. I can throw the ball too. I thought the Raiders was going to fall down a little bit after the firing or resigning of Gruden, but the Raiders said we're here to play. We're here to play in this AFC West and be a contender. I think today they fight for that. They come out and I think they should establish the run a little more. But Raiders defense is hit or miss. It does show up some games and make splash plays, and some games, the games that they have lost, they kind of disappeared a little bit. But with that being said, I just think they're better than the Eagles. Carr makes just enough plays to get them out of there with the win. I'm going to go Raiders 30, Eagles 24. That's how I see the game, but I think it's closer than people may think. My next game, I picked this game because of last year, what the Bears did to the Bucs. They roughed up Tom Brady. They did, and I think they can do it today, but they're going to have to do it today. And I believe, Khalil Mack, at one point in time, you were talked about as a monster. You're going to have to be that monster today. You're going to have to be scary on defense. You're going to have to make plays. You're going to have to get to Tom Brady. You and that defensive line. If not, again, another game to get out of hand. Justin Fields, put him in a position today to try to steal this game. Run the ball, keep time control, keep Tom Brady on the sideline. Can the Bears do that? I don't think so. I definitely don't think he could run the ball against the Bucs. And Justin Fields today probably have a few turnovers. I think the Bucs get after him today. I think they rough him up a little bit. And with that being said, especially it being in Tampa, I think they run away a little bit. It's not as terrible, a terrible score, but I do have the Bucs. I put down 24-20, but I'm going to up that. I'm going to say 30-20. I think the Bucs at the end show that they're a better team, show they're more skillful, and just, they beat the Bears today. But I do think the Bears keep it close first half because of the Bucs missing weapons. Let me state that. The Bucs is missing Gronk and Antonio Brown. So Mike Evans, it's time to step up. Tom Brady, it's time to hit Mike Evans. For some reason, them two guys are not on the same page. But I think this is like a Scotty Miller-like type game or something like that. But we shall see. But like I said, I got the Bucs. Last game of the night, Sunday Night Football. Colts versus 49ers. This one was tricky for me because the Colts offense is there. Their defense was flying around for a minute. The last time I seen the Colts play, it's just they're so tricky. And Carson Wentz is one ankle twist away from being out the game. Like, you never know about him. But I have seen splash plays. I have seen big plays by both sides of the football. Can they show up and put it all together against a 49ers team Let's just be honest, it's kind of nicked. Jimmy Garoppolo is coming off an injury, so get to him, rough him up, see if he's back. I don't know if they do that today or tonight, but we shall see. What I do think though is the Colts are fighting. The Colts need to catch up with the Tennessee Titans. With me saying the Tennessee Titans lose today, this is a great game that the Colts could steal. I just don't think they have the sticky fingers to do it. I think the 49ers run the ball. I think the 49ers get back to running the ball, play action. That West Coast offense that Shanahan loves gets the ball out of Jimmy Garoppolo's hands quick. And I think they come in tonight and they show a strong offense, and their defense shows up a little more tonight. And they beat up the Colts a little bit, but I don't think it gets bad. I think this is going to be a very, very close game. And I got it 30-27. I got a field goal, but I got the 49ers walking out with the win tonight. If I didn't mention your team, let me know who your team is. If I did mention your team, let me know, are you favoring your team today? Let's be honest here. And until next time.